Hello, my lovely friends. This is Tuesday, once again, bringing you another layout for the Empty Box Series 2. And I started with this background paper from the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Botanicals. And I also have a couple of screenshots here of some air flights that we took to Las Vegas and San Francisco last year. So a little bit of journaling about our travels will go on the back, but I just like to, keep like a keepsake, even if it's a screenshot of our airline tickets. So I know used to people would take the actual memorabilia and the airline ticket and put it on the paper and that sort of thing, but I thought it would be cool just to take some screenshots and scrapbook them this way. So this is also one of those grid type of layouts that I've been kind of in a mode of doing. I basically took some of the Amy Tan cut aparts from the Hustle and Heart collection, and I believe there is a little bit of some Maggie Holmes cut aparts as well that I use. And I am going to use some white acrylic paint that I water down, and I'm going to distress the edges with some of that white paint. So at the end I will do white paint sprinkles and tie it all in together, but I just thought I would start by distressing the edges. I'm also going to sew down some of these squares, and so adding a little bit of tangled thread so that it is all cohesive in that regard as well. I'm trying to remember where I got this large camera that I fussy cut out and this small camera that I fussy cut out. I want to say that it is from Illustrated Faith because it looks like that, but I'm not absolutely sure. But it was in the empty box. And so was this little piece of ephemera with the bird. And I want to say the bird was from the Hustle and Heart collection. Maybe it wasn't Hustle and Heart. Maybe it was another crepe paper, actually. Like I've said many times, it is hard to remember everything that once it's in the empty box and you kind of mix it up, it's difficult to remember the names of the companies that produce everything. So I do know that large camera there that I fussy cut. I believe that was fussy cut from a Project Life type card, if I'm not mistaken. I do like that element on the page. I think it adds a nice balance to the bottom. And I thought I might try to put in this other Project Life card, but it just didn't make it on the page. It did not fit where I thought I could fit it, plus the colors were just a little bit off. And so I disregarded that. I'm really dying to know what that little bird came from, because I'm going to add a tag here that I cut off, and it's from that same collection. And I know it has something to do with crepe paper, but I can't remember the name of the line, so if you can think of it, put it in the comments below and remind me. That way when I use future pieces from that ephemera, I'll know what I'm working with. So this little sticker that says Time Flies was from, I believe, the Simple Stories Vintage Botanicals as well. And I am going to add a couple of different labels around the page that say things like happiness and happy day. Oh, I forgot that I did add just a little piece from a Project Life card there just to the left of that one photo. And this little fussy cut square is from that Simple Stories Vintage Botanicals as well. So got to use several elements that you wouldn't think go together, but they do. And so I like the way that worked out. Kind of a mix and match page. Some old vintage looking pieces and some new trendy looking bright pieces. There's that tag that is from the same line as the bird. And I'm going to run some string through it, or twine, I guess you could call it. And I'm also going to add a couple of these pieces from the Citrus Twist chipboard that I had in my empty box. And it will be a cute little butterfly and the word XOXO. And there's really not a whole lot to say about this page. It's pretty straightforward. I've just kind of been enjoying doing these grid type layouts with a little bit of clustering. It's kind of a mix and match, like I said, not just old and new, but also, yeah, see, there's my sewing. Also, you know, old product with newer looking product, but it's all older product because that's why it's in the empty stash or the empty box. I'm really not good at editing today. I don't know. My brain is in a fog. I am exhausted from my feet and from work, and you know, life has a way of wearing you out sometimes, and I'm just worn out. So I did add another little label there from Maggie Holmes from one of her older collections that says the details, and also some puffy hearts from an old Citrus Twist kit that was in the empty box. And there's that XOXO from Citrus Bliss, actually. And I am about to head back up to the gym to do another training session or two. I've got some things that I need to take care of, and I already worked this morning for several hours, so I'm ready to train a couple of people and then come home and hopefully relax and get off my feet. So I did do a couple of little distressed notches out of this background paper. I'm going to trim off that branding strip and also notch that area out. And of course, I'm going to finish with some white splatters from some watered down white acrylic ink. And I've really been enjoying making layouts like this. They've just been quick, fun, and easy. They look kind of fresh to me. Like, I love the colors. And I've just been making process videos when I can. So it's kind of my downtime and release, you know. Everybody has their hobby for a reason, and I think art is just one of those things that has always calmed me and made me, it's like my therapy. I know that's probably cliche, but it really is. Just thinking about it, I'm calmer, actually. So I'm going to have still pictures for you at the end. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I have been working on a new technique. I think I mentioned this in the last video through Adobe Illustrator, and I'm going to have to share that with you. I was also wondering, I have a question about digital products. If you follow Cheeky Studio, leave a comment on the Facebook group, or you can leave a comment on this video in the comment section below if you would like me to offer digital downloadable papers and products that way, cut aparts, things that can be digitally done, because I'm considering that. But that is, I think that's all I was going to ask. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching, and I will have another video for you very soon. Please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.